Welcome! My name is Destiny and I am about to show you this look right here that I created. I used the Jaclyn palette mostly, ex Morphe. It's more of just a red gold look. It's a good everyday look. I paired it with a mauve nude lip from Ofra. So if you want to see how I made this look, then just keep watching. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and start with my Ipsy headband to keep that hair back. We're going to start with our brows. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Pro Brow Gel, and we're just going to put this in. It's like a pomade. This is really great. I compare it to the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. It works really well. I'm just going to go ahead and use, the brush that I'm using is just the brush that came with it. So it's just a simple 2-ended brush. And then now we're going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape and light, and I'm going to use this dual-ended brush just to cut those brows, make them nice and sharp. I'm also going to pull the concealer down onto my eyelid, and that will be our base for our eyeshadows. So we're going to go ahead and have that. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques Beauty Blender and just go ahead and have that blended in, just so we have a smooth surface to work with. I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and just a normal everyday brush and just put that over the Tarte Shape Tape, just because you want no creases, because if you try to put shadow on that, it'll get stuck and it won't be able to blend, so you need a smooth surface. I'm going to go in with my Clo Brow Gel. This is just to set the brows and make them look more natural. You don't want to apply too much just because it'll remove some of the product that you placed when you did your brows. We're going to go in with the Jaclyn Morphe X palette. I absolutely love this palette. Now we're going to go in with the C441 Pro blending brush and go in with the shade Silk Cream as our transition shade. Just want to blend that in a little bit from the crease and a little bit above, just to have a good surface to blend on. So you always want to tap off the excess. You don't want any fallout. And that blending brush is from, let's see, Crown Brush Cosmetics. Now we're going to go in with my Luxie 229 Taper Blending. And we're going to go in the shade Pukey, and we're going to add that to our crease. Now, we're not going to go as high as we did with Silk Cream, because you want to make this make the crease more deeper and make this your crease pop more, and you'll want to blend it up a little bit into the Silk Cream color, but not all the way, because you still want those colors to blend together and show. You want to do the V of your eye as well, kind of like on your lash line into your crease. Not as much as we will here in a moment, but just enough to deepen it up just a little bit. Blend that in. You don't want to bring it all the way into your inner corner, just a little bit, just to deepen up your crease. Now we're going to go in with a little bit of more of that Silk Cream on the same C441 Pro blending brush, and just blend those two colors together. Don't go any higher than you did with when you initially did the first shadow. I'm going to go in with my Firma 201 in the shade Jazz, and we're going to, what I showed you is like a V, what I was talking about earlier. It's where your lash line into your crease, that little V right there, you just want to deepen that up, deepen that little socket of your eye up, and it just makes your eyes bring out more, and it pops, and it gives it more of a dimension. And this brush is perfect for it because it is a little fluffy, but it's more flat than most blending brushes, and it just works perfect for deepening up a crease. behind most of these brushes. And now we're going to go back in with the C441 Pro blending brush with no product at all. And you're just going to want to blend those colors together. Make sure they're seamless, no lines, no harsh lines. Make sure it all just blends out very well. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Luxie 239 Precision Shader. Get it a little wet. You can use water or setting spray for this step. And I'm going to go in with the Ofra sample shadow that I got from my Ipsy bag. I don't know exactly the name of it because I do not no longer have the case for it, but it's this really gold shimmery color. Any gold shimmery would work for this. You don't have to have this exact shadow. And I'm just going to go from my inner corner to about halfway. So what this will kind of be is like a half cut crease, but it's not really a cut crease because we didn't use like concealer to carve it out, but this is basically the same concept of a half eye cut crease. You just want to bring it to the color, the end of the color, and you want to just blend those together. Now we're going to go in for foundation. I'm using my It Cosmetics CC cream in the shade Light. And we're just going to dot this all over our face. I love this foundation. It's very dewy. If you have more of a dry skin, it doesn't mattify as much. And this is a good medium to full coverage foundation. So after this layer, I think I put just a little bit more under my eyes, but it is pretty full coverage. I'm going to go back in with my Real Techniques sponge and just blend all that together. Now I'm going to go in with the end of the blending and just my under eye and just in the creases and the little nooks and crannies. And this is where you can see I put a little bit more on just for a little bit more full coverage. I'm going to go back in with that Firma 201 back into the shade Jazz. I'm going to do my lower lash line, just shade a little bit in about halfway, the same with what we did with the top lid. And you'll just want to bring it to the back of your eye where the crease is and let you try to blend it together. Same with the other eye. Just try to kind of attach it a little bit to with what you did with your top lid. Now I'm going to go back in with that Ofra shadow and the same precision shader brush from Luxie, and just going to do from the inner corner to the middle line. Basically the same thing, same concept of what we did with the top lid. This really keeps a cohesive flow to your shadow and to the look. I'm going to go back in with that Real Stay London, and I'm going to take my Real Techniques dual fiber blending face brush, and we're just going to pat in that powder. This helps mattify the look a little bit more, bring a little bit more color to the skin, because the light CC cream is a little light for my skin, and this is in the shade Beige Natural, so it helps bring a little bit of the color back. And this also helps mattify, because sometimes the CC cream is a little too dewy for my skin because I am particularly oily. So I like to go ahead and place this on to set my face and just set the foundation. And I use the patting motions just because at first you don't want to go start swirling around on fresh foundation because it may move it around. So you want to pat the powder in and then blend it out. Now we're going to go in with our contour, Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and with my Real Techniques Dual Fiber contour brush. Just add a little bit at a time. You don't want to go in with a lot all at once. You just want to add a little bit, place it on your cheek contour, and just keep building, just so the color won't be muddy and you'll be able to get it to your exact liking. put it on my forehead. Now, a pro tip for this is if you have, like me, you have a larger forehead, you would want to bring the contour down a little bit, and it'll cast a shadow on your forehead and make it not look so large. And if you have a smaller forehead, when you go to highlight your face, you could highlight a little bit higher, and it'll bring the illumination of a little bit larger forehead. I'm going to go in with my Better Than Sex sample mascara and put it on both eyes. I'll just apply this to my upper lash and lower lash. Just whatever your likiness is. Now I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Persuasion 24/7 black eyeliner, and I'm just going to put it on my tight line, just because I will be wearing lashes and I just need something to darken up so you can't really see the lash band. I'm not going to place any on my waterline today because I do want it to be more of a lighter look on the eyes. This is very uncomfortable to do, so be careful, don't poke your eye. Go in with my lashes. I do believe they're just Wet n Wild Set at Walgreens. I'm going to place some of this lash glue on it, and while that lash glue dries and gets tacky, you definitely want it to get tacky. We're going to go in with my Ofra highlighter and my So Susan highlighting fan brush, and I usually just use the 3 colors. Don't really use the pink and the dark brown that much. This is in the shade Beverly Hills. I'm just going to place this on both my collar or cheeks, and my forehead, my nose, my chin, and my cupid's bow. Now we're going to go and try and put these lashes on. They're very difficult. They were not cooperating today, so you'll see me struggle a little bit with them. But we finally get them on eventually. Go ahead and take the headband off, situate your hair, and I'm going to go in with my Ofra. I got this in my Ipsy bag, as it doesn't really have a name on it. I'm assuming the name's Ipsy Unzipped, because that's the only color name it has. It's this really mauve-y pink color, more of a pinky tone. We're just going to apply this to the lips. Just place this all over. I don't really use a lip liner. This is a liquid lipstick, so it will dry down matte. Usually I'm good at keeping lipstick, and I don't really overline or anything like that, so it's not really necessary for me to have a lip liner. Alrighty, well, thank you for watching. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this look, and I hope that you can recreate it as well. You don't have to have all the products I use. You can have any of your own products. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.